Welcome to the 16th, I think. Yeah, welcome to the 16th Devlog on Tadpole Tales. I hope you enjoy. So first off, we got a new animation for the big fish enemy. Before I used to shoot these 3 types of bullets that were really slow, and we realized that we wanted to change up a bit, so we added this beam shooting like attack. I think it's super important for this type of attack to have a form of anticipation. We went through different variations, and at the end this is the one that we came up that we really enjoyed. I also been working a lot on the SFX, but I'll get to that later. And then Express Unity came up with this really neat idea on how the scores and values decreases over time. By the way, you should check out Express Unity. He's currently making a multiplayer Fall Guys tutorial, and it's really cool what he's showing. And you can make your own Fall Guys if you want. And yeah, he's just really cool. Check him out. So what he suggested was to add this type of system where when the enemy gets spawned, it has a timer, and the player has to kill them as fast as possible in order to get the maximum score. Otherwise, the score would get decreased over time. Kind of like a punishment based on your performance, but not really a punishment. I don't know how to explain it. It's more like it just encourages you to try to clean them as fast as possible. But yeah, I thought it was a really neat idea, so we are taking that into consideration. I've already made a prototype system, also thanks to Zyger, during the stream. As much as I really like this idea, and I think Giacomo really likes it as well, we also have to be extra careful of adding new features such as this. We're pretty close to the final stage of the game. I wouldn't like to implement the mechanic right now when we're almost done with the game. It's like adding an extra bone to your entire skeleton out of the blue like this, and it'll take some time till you grow muscles. And okay, that sounds super gross, I'm so sorry, but this is the way I thought that it made sense. Now, most of the things that I did this week was working on sound effects on my part. I finished almost, I think, 80% of it at the moment. We've put the final boss sound effects on hold because we're still playtesting the final boss, and we want to make sure that the final boss is at its best performance before we synchronize the sound effects. But other than that, here are some of the sound examples. These sound effects, I've taken a lot of inspiration from old school GBA games, either from Zelda or Kirby or Pokemon. I saw this video from Wangaline on how to make exploding sheep sounds, and she would just rub her teeth. And I did that as well, and it actually turned out pretty great for some of the explosions. So big credits to her. I also used a printer to create this type of reloading sound. Of course, there are many more other sound effects, but most of them are pretty passive, and I try my best to make them as simple as possible. For example, the player shoot sounds are really simple and neat. You probably will barely able to hear it. And yeah, so probably for the next devlog, they will be in the game. But for now, they're still out there. So on Giacomo's side, Giacomo worked on the background art. I think it is now the second pass of the background art that he's working on, and it looks so much better and it looks so pretty. Props to Giacomo's amazing art, he's a titan. We also want to add a second phase of the map because we wanted a cool way to introduce the final boss. So yeah, we're thinking of adding some form of poison and change the terrain a whole lot to show that, you know, this is where the final boss is. At the moment you can see that there's this parallax effect and we're always going forward, but when we get to the final boss, I kind of want to get the whole thing at the stop. And the most noticeable thing is also the clouds. I think it adds a very nice addition to the clean water aesthetic. I think it gives a lot more life. And Giacomo also added this gradient on the back to show that there's sunlight. To me, it feels like it's a sunlight I think all of these small details really adds up to the game experience, as well as just it's so visually pleasing. And yeah, Giacomo did a great job on that. Now on the final bit, we've been discussing a lot. We kind of want to release this also on Steam. Please let us know also what you think, and what if you have released a game on Steam before, what is your experience? What did you find difficult? We are thinking of releasing this game for free, and we are not a business of any sort. We're just two guys in the basement. But yeah, please let us know what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you, and have a great day. Bye.